Nickelodeon, also known as Nick, is an American-based cable television channel focused on children's programming. It is one of the top-rated networks in history of cable television. The channel launched originally as Pinwheel on December 1st, 1977, originally airing in an educational fare from around the world for about 12 hours a day, without commercial. After the success of Pinwheel, the company rebranded as Nickelodeon in 1979, and the channel expanded its lineup of original programming. In the early 1980s, Nickelodeon as a whole suffered from dismal ratings and was largely unprofitable, which prompted the network to reinvent itself once more. In 1983, it began airing commercials. In the following year, it embarked on a campaign to shed its image as a family-friendly educational network and promote itself instead as an entertainment channel devoted to the actual interests of children. Within months, Nickelodeon had gained its foot-long and the popularity of cheerfully unsophisticated programs such as the kids' game show Double Dare, and it soon became the top-rated American children's television channel station. At the same time, it introduced a block of evening programming called Nick at Night, which aired reruns of classic TV shows favored by older viewers. By the early 1990s, the network boosted a production faculty at the Universal Studios in Florida, and it became a theme park as well as its own magazine. Today, Nickelodeon is one of the most popular children's television channels, and it offers selections for teens and even some adults who might return to watch Nick at Night.
Nickelodeon is owned by the media company Viacom Inc. This company owns a plethora of other media outlets. The most popular include MTV, Spike, and Nickelodeon. Currently, the CEO is Robert Backish, who oversees all of Viacom. Nickelodeon is its own sub-company and has been under the leadership of Kaima Zengami since 2006. She has been with the company since 1985, and she is credited with leading Nick to the top-rated U.S. cable network for the past few years. She is big on improving the content to attract a bigger audience pool. As many know, Nickelodeon is a network for a younger demographic. Over Zengami's leadership, they have made advances to change that, including adding content that would be considered more mature and not suitable for a younger demographic. To avoid losing the younger viewers, they implemented plans such as Teen Nick and Nick at Night, which air at off times and times when the younger demographic will not be watching television as much. For example, Nick at Night primarily airs after 11 or 12 o'clock at night until the early morning hours. But the content decisions and any other big major changes to the network have to go before the people who pay the bills. Nickelodeon's biggest source of funding are the shareholders. The company is publicly traded on the stock exchange as Viacom, with a current price of $29.22 per share. The top stockholders make up the board of directors who oversee the entire company. They meet often to discuss decisions on spending, the content, and how to improve their overall appearance with the public. Nickelodeon also sometimes receives grants for content that promotes the younger generation to engage in learning and education.
When people think of Nickelodeon, they think of a kids' entertainment network and not a multi-million-dollar business. Nickelodeon has partnered with some very unlikely faces for their reputation, with companies such as Pez Candy, the PGA Tour, Mall of America, the NFL, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, CNBC, and MTV in Belgium. Partnering with them, Nickelodeon was able to reach a global audience, something no other network at its time had succeeded in. Investors and partners who fund Nickelodeon often have nothing to do with kids television. They just know that the company is able to build revenue and advertise other companies very easily due to their vast young audience. The NFL has stated that after partnering with Nickelodeon, their popularity and younger audience viewership has gone up, which in result means more publicity for both companies.